Life is short. Have you ever stopped to think about how much you're truly living? How many times have you let the day slip away without doing anything truly meaningful? Did you know that, on average, people spend 10 years of their lives on social media? 10 years! Now tell me, what could you do with those 10 years? How many books could you have read? How many businesses could you have created? How many dreams could you have achieved? The truth is simple. Time doesn't come back. It slips through your fingers like sand, and while you're just existing, life keeps going. Now, imagine if you had the discipline to focus, to act smartly and wisely. Would you be living the life you always dreamed of? Or would you just be passing the time? In the next few minutes, you'll learn how discipline, that simple yet powerful force, can change your life. Get ready to stop procrastinating and start living with wisdom. Today, I'm going to show you how you can live with more wisdom and achieve more than you ever imagined. I'll teach you what nobody told you about disciplining your habits so you can live with more purpose and clarity. I'm not talking about strict discipline with meaningless rules. I'm talking about the kind of discipline that will transform your future and turn you into someone who truly lives life with intensity and wisdom. Now, imagine a scenario where you don't just control your time, but you control your life. Imagine having the discipline to wake up every day with purpose and make the right choices. You'll be happier, more fulfilled, and most of all, wiser. Let's build this new version of you now. Before we continue, let me explain why discipline is the key to a wiser and more successful life. Psychological studies show that controlling impulsivity and the ability to stay focused on long-term goals are the biggest indicators of success and personal satisfaction. The human brain is actually shaped by discipline. Every disciplined act strengthens your neural connections, making you more resistant to stress and better able to make wise decisions, even when situations get tough. If you have the discipline to start a habit and stick with it, you're already one step ahead of 95% of people who fail on their journey to personal fulfillment. Discipline is more than just getting things done. It's about doing the right things. Now, let's apply this to your life. I want to show you that discipline isn't just about actions, but about mindset. What you think, what you feel, and what you do are actually connected. When you discipline your mind to be more focused, calm, and centered, your decisions become more assertive. Think of it like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. A Harvard psychology study revealed that people with a high ability for self-discipline are much more likely to achieve their goals. But it's not just about being rigid. It's about staying focused on what really matters and eliminating everything that distracts you. And let me tell you something. No matter how strong you are, distractions will come. That's natural. The real difference between those who achieve success and those who get stuck in the procrastination cycle is how you deal with distractions. Do you give in to immediate temptation, or do you have the discipline to stay focused on the bigger goal? Discipline begins the moment you resist that fleeting temptation and wisely choose to move forward with your goals. Discipline shapes your mind, creating a mindset of perseverance, resilience, and wise decision-making. If you learn to strengthen your mind, your actions will follow that direction, and this will make all the difference in your life. Now that you understand that discipline starts in the mind, let's talk about the importance of having clear goals. Without discipline, you might have dreams, but it'll be impossible to achieve anything concrete without a clear plan. Most people have goals, but few know how to make them actually achievable. Setting a goal is easy, but the secret lies in how you break it down into small, actionable steps. You may have big dreams, but if you don't break them down into small daily victories, you'll stay stuck and unmotivated. So, here's the secret. Don't be afraid to start small. It's much more effective to take small, consistent steps than to try to make a giant leap and fail right at the start. If you have a big dream like writing a book, starting a business, or improving your health, start with something simple. For the book, how about writing 200 words a day? For a new business, how about dedicating 30 minutes a day to learning about the market you want to enter? The key is to create a goal system that's sustainable. And remember, discipline is in the repetition of those small steps every day. As philosopher Aristotle said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Habits are the foundation of discipline, and powerful habits are the foundation of a successful life. But what are powerful habits? They are the daily actions that, over time, create significant change in your life. Think about it for a moment. Imagine if, every day, you spent 30 minutes learning something new or educating yourself. In just 1 month, you'd have accumulated more than 15 hours of learning, and in a year, that would be over 180 hours, almost a specialization in an area of your interest. That's what powerful habits can do for you. The good news is that you can create powerful habits at any point in your life. The bad news is that creating habits doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience, consistency, and a long-term commitment. But the return is transformational. Discipline will help you maintain consistency in your actions. It'll make you get back to work, even when you don't feel like it. It'll make you make the right decisions, even when the temptation to delay is strong. Discipline builds habits that, in turn, build your future. If you've ever tried to focus on an important task for more than 30 minutes, you've probably experienced how tempting distractions can be. And today, in the digital world, distractions are everywhere. Phone notifications, social media, emails, friends sending messages, and so on. But the key to discipline is not allowing those distractions to dictate the pace of your life. A disciplined person knows that to achieve great results, they must protect their time. This means limiting distractions as much as possible during the times they're focused on important tasks. A simple technique that can help is the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes without interruption and then take a 5-minute break. This method not only helps you stay focused, but also gives you a sense of constant progress. By doing this, your brain gets used to working in an intense, focused way. Overcoming distractions is one of the biggest challenges of discipline, but with patience and consistency, you'll succeed. It may seem hard at first, but remember, discipline is built one step at a time. Let me share with you a story that might inspire you. A friend of mine always dreamed of starting his own business, but he was stuck in a procrastination cycle. He knew what he wanted, but he never took the necessary actions to make it happen. One day, he decided to change. He took a notebook and wrote down his goals, breaking them into small daily tasks. Every day, he took a step toward his dream, and a year later, his business was up and running, and he already had clients. He learned that with discipline and focus, things don't happen overnight, but results show up quicker than you might think. Discipline is the bridge between what you want and what you achieve. Every small action you take every day will bring you closer to your goals. You have control over your future, and discipline will be your greatest ally in this process. If you want a life with more wisdom, more success, and more real results, start applying discipline to your daily habits. Change begins now. Did you know that the more discipline you have, the freer you feel? This may seem like a paradox, but true freedom comes when you have control over what you do with your time. Don't be a slave to distractions. Take control and start living the life you truly want. Now, it's your turn to start. I challenge you to implement a new discipline in your life over the next 7 days. It could be something simple, like waking up earlier, dedicating an hour to your personal development, or even eliminating a distraction that's been consuming you. True change begins when you decide to act. And remember, every small step counts. Life is short, and time doesn't wait. Today is the day for you to start living with more wisdom and discipline. You have the power to transform your life now. Discipline will guide you to a life that's more focused, smarter, and more fulfilled. Don't wait any longer. Start today and see the impact it can have on your future. Are you ready to change your life? Then start now, because discipline transforms.